She had just slept soundly in her big bed. But upon waking, the scene outside left her utterly stunned. She discovered the entire neighborhood had transformed into a vast sea, as water continued seeping into her home. The girl hurriedly packed her belongings, preparing to flee this perilous place with her son. Yet when she rushed out, the stairwell was already packed with neighbors, everyone scrambling floor by floor toward higher ground. To survive, she had no choice but to carry her son upward, but the stairwell was already blocked. After waiting for ages with no movement, Anna had no choice but to flee with her son to another staircase. Yet when she reached the outside, she saw her neighbors had fallen into the water, screaming for help. Without a moment to spare, Anna frantically climbed higher, but the upper floors were already packed with people. The residents still hadn't grasped the danger, kindly inviting others to take shelter in their homes. Suddenly, Anna recognized a familiar voice and called out to the person, but in the blink of an eye, her son vanished. Panicked, Anna rushed into a nearby apartment to search. After frantic searching, not only did she fail to find her son, she nearly lost her own life. Just then, a massive flood surged in, instantly submerging the entire room. Fortunately, Anna had learned to swim. Holding her breath, she searched the water for her son. She finally found him in a room, but as she prepared to leave, she discovered the door was stuck shut. No matter how hard she tried, unexpectedly, the next second, a man suddenly opened the door from the outside and rescued both mother and son from the water. Even more joyfully, her unconscious son regained consciousness after emergency treatment. It turned out the man worked at the research institute. Since Anna was a key researcher there, he escorted her to the rooftop, where a company helicopter would pick them up. But as the three headed upstairs, her son suddenly needed to use the bathroom. Anna had to take him to find a restroom, and finally found an empty room. Yet this room wasn't safe. Under pressure, the pipes inside were groaning and creaking, as if an explosion would erupt any second. Upon smelling gas leaking from the pipes, Anna hurriedly grabbed her son and fled the area. But just as they stepped outside the door, an explosion rocked the apartment ahead. Terrified, they retreated back inside, yet safety remained elusive behind them too. Thus they found themselves trapped between a rock and a hard place. Realizing they were waiting for death if they stayed, the man decided to climb upstairs for shelter. But Anna's son was too young to understand how to cooperate. He clung tightly to his mother, refusing to let go. In the panic, Anna fell headfirst into the water. Fortunately, she managed to grab hold of a plastic board, and eventually floated to the surface. Since her son was still on the 10th floor, Anna had no choice but to climb the stairs to reunite with him. But just then, cries for help echoed from the elevator. Unable to stand by and do nothing, Anna went upstairs to find tools, then hurried back to the stairwell to rescue the girl. But the water level had risen since before. Even more terrifying, the girl's cries had ceased. Realizing the girl had met a tragic end, Anna had no choice but to return upstairs to search. But her son's body was showing signs of distress. To save her son's life, Anna rushed into a nearby room and mixed some sugar water for him to drink, which eased his discomfort. But one crisis barely passed before another struck. A towering wall of water suddenly appeared in the distance, charging straight toward their building. Terrified, they dashed toward the stairs, climbing as high as possible to escape the rising flood. They finally reached the rooftop, narrowly escaping danger. But when they pushed open the rooftop door, rescue personnel shaved the